It's coming. All right, it's on Facebook now. You guys ready? Can you guys unmute? So
Hi.
Ina, Hannah, please share the link to our Facebook group and your Facebook page. Hello, everyone. This is Jay Park from Fanshawe College, and today is a Friday, and we are back. So today, Friday Fanshawe Q&A section, we are going to talk about the program recommendation. And basically, each country, we have different popular programs, and we will provide you what kind of programs are popular from our markets. So Ina will explain about the Philippine market, and Han will explain Vienna market, and also we have a special guest from Canada, Jake Yoon. He has a lot of work experience at Fanshawe College. That he already met a lot of different nationality students. So he also can provide what kind of programs are really popular from his market too. And also I'm going to talk about the Korea students, what kind of programs are popular in Korea and other ASEAN regions. So we will talk about the programs and also other recruiters will help to add more information. So, for example, if the health science programs are popular in the Philippines, but engineering programs are popular in Korea, then I can provide more specific detailed information about engineering program, why Korean students are willing to take an engineering program. So feel free to join our Facebook Live and please ask us anytime, then we will answer your all of the questions. So please leave your comment if you have any question. And also this video is a recording. So after we finish our Facebook Live, you still can watch. Okay? So hello everyone. So you guys better to explain, introduce yourself. Ina, you go first.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ina. Good afternoon. It's lunchtime here in the Philippines, but um, hello to everyone. Welcome back to the Friday Fan Show. So today we're going to discuss about the programs. So I think to start with in discussing this specific topic, Fanshawe College is a public college in Canada. So we are a designated learning institution. So we have full-time programs that will make you eligible for a postgraduate work permit if you are an international student. So for the programs that we offer, we have 200 plus programs, and it actually varies in a lot of field that may somehow be in your line of your career and also of your interest. So we have diploma degree programs that are 4 years. We also have post-secondary programs that are from 1 year to 3 years. And we also have postgraduate programs that would run from 1 year to 2 years. So it will depend on the credentials that you have and also, of course, based on your interest. So what we normally do as recruiters, we actually ask you what is your what is the credentials that you have. So you might be a grade 12 graduate, or you have a degree already, or if you have masters and you want to pursue a program in Fanshawe, we can actually um, provide you a program recommendation for anything that you need to know. So that's the first thing that you have to check, your credentials. The other thing we would like to ask you about is what is your interest, or what is the field that you want to pursue in Canada? Are you trying to continue whatever business or whatever career that you have in your home country and also continue it in Canada? We since we have many programs that we offer, we try to look for what is best for you and what would somehow be in line or be relevant to whatever background that you have. We also have, aside from you getting in touch with us for program recommendation, we also have a tool in our website, the Pathfinder. It's actually a quiz that can assess you based on the credentials that you have and also your line of interest. So just fill out the information that we need from the Pathfinder tool, and it will somehow give you your program recommendation. So it's a very quick tool that you can use, and it's very useful and very handy to all of our international students. So for that one, we have many programs that you can explore. So feel free to message us if you want program recommendation, or just feel free to explore our website for program specific information.
That's really good information. Thanks, Ina. And well, Ina, could you please tell people which programs are popular in your markets?
Okay, so for the Philippines, the most popular one would be health science. I think it's because we have a lot of students that are actually applying and in Canada right now that are registered nurses. So health science is very popular in the Philippines, both post-secondary. A lot of them are taking the diploma program. A lot of them are taking the personal support worker. Um, and also we have PG programs that are also related to health science. I think the most recent one, the Healthcare Administration Management, which is a 2-year postgraduate program, is a very good program that we have just recently launched. And upon launching of that specific program, there are a lot of inquiries already. And I think we also have students who already enrolled in the program. So I hope this will be a good choice for most of the students.
Okay. By the way, do you have many Philippine students who wanted to study like a 2 year or 3 year our health science program, like a MRT or practical nursing or pharmacy technician?
Yes. So, for the applications that I receive, a lot of them would like to practice in Canada. So we have diploma programs. So we have practical nursing, we have dental, hygiene, MRT, respiratory therapy. So these programs, they have to take 1 year pre-health science first, and they have to have, I mean, they have to get a really good GPA, because our health science programs, it's very competitive. So they have to meet a grade requirement so that they can proceed to the diploma programs. So I hope you guys, for the Filipinos that are listening here in our live stream, if you are keen to take a diploma program and practice in Canada, you should be aware that you have to take pre-health science. This one, the pre-health science, is not only for international students but for domestic students as well. So yeah, so you have to take that. So it's an additional 1 year for you. But the only program, or the only health science diploma that we have is the only diploma program that we don't require pre-health is the occupational therapy. So you can complete that in 2 straight years.
Yes. So Fanshawe College 2 year and 3 year health science program, we request a student to study pre-health science before they will take one of the main health science program. So technically dental hygiene, massage therapy, MRT, respiratory, and also pharmacy technician and practical nursing. And also one more program,
Paramedic.
com, dental assisting, level 1 and 2. Those programs require pre-health science before studying the program. And Hannah, I believe you also have a Vietnam student who wanted to study our health science program. Is it correct?
Yes, it's correct. Vietnamese student, the popular program is business and IT, hospitality, but now many students they interested in health science program like
Oh,
practical
okay.
nursing and pharmacy technician. So I
Okay.
think they get many competition from Filipino students as well.
Well, Korea, we also have many students who really wanted to study the health science program. So I think all of our country students will be the competitive
Yeah.
competitors. So who will get the highest GPA, they will get a seat. So what I suggest to all of the ASEAN region and Korea students who are willing to take one of our health science program, I really recommend them to study really hard during their studying pre-health science. And also the most important, the GPA will be the first semester of pre-health science. So after we finish the first semester, we will start the grading. Then we will choose a specific student who will take their main health science program. Okay, so I think it will help. And Jake, if you don't mind, could you please explain about the pharmacy technician admission requirements? Because pharmacy technician admission requirement is a little bit different than other health science.
Okay, sure. Hi, my name is Jay Kyun. I'm based in London. I am engaged in the student recruitment inside Canada. And thank you so much for having me here. It's really my pleasure to be here and discuss this. And for the question, uh, if anybody wants to take a pharmacy technician program, they must complete pre-health science prior to start pharmacy technician. After they get picked up from the grading, we require IELTS 6.5. This is because not only that is not only the requirement of the college, it is a requirement of the regulatory body. Because as an international applicant, before they, as an international applicant, if they're trying to write license exam, uh, the re the regulatory body in Canada require all the international students submit IELTS 6.5. That is a reason why, although the reason why we require IELTS score, even if they complete pre-health science. So all students must prepare IELTS 6.5, but it is not easy to get the score after they complete the pre-health science. So what we recommend the student is to prepare the score before they start even pre-health science, so that they can buy the time to prepare the score before they start the program.
Okay, that
I
is
think I need
really
to add something for from
sure.
what Jay said. Jake said, sorry. So for the Filipino applications, we have already waived the IELTS requirement. But again, if you're taking the pharmacy technician program, you still have to submit the IELTS requirement. So that's an exemption, um, because it's a requirement of the association.
Jake, I have one more question regarding the pharmacy technician. What is deadline to submit the IELTS? Do they have to
Uh,
submit IELTS before starting pre-health science, or they can submit IELTS 6.5, no less than 6.0 during their studying pre-health science?
Basically, the our students are required to submit the IELTS score before the start date of pharmacy technician program. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. And I believe Jake also pretty much know how student can get the license after they finish the practical nursing. Do you mind if you're gonna provide
Yes.
general information, how many times they can take the exam after they finish and when they can take the license exam? And how we support the practical nursing student to pass the license exam?
Okay. Yes. So all the graduate from practical nursing program is going to write license exam in May, right after they complete the program. And then the students will be given 3 times of writing the test. If they don't pass, there's no chance. But if they failed 3 times, and then they need to contact a regulatory body, which is College of Nurses in Ontario, so that they will give you the extra courses to make this applicant eligible to write the test. So keep in mind that you're going to have only 3 times of passing the license exam after your graduation.
All right. One more question regarding practical nursing. I believe some of students really wanted to transfer to get RN. It means they have to transfer to university.
Yes.
I'm wondering, Fanshawe College student can transfer to any university to get RN degree.
So when it comes to take a nursing program, student always consider between taking practical nursing and regular nursing program. The big difference between practical nursing and regular nursing is most likely period of the study. So, and then the level of work they're going to have in their work field. But even if students complete practical nursing program, they always have chance to transfer to regular nursing program. So by completing this program, student will have 2 choices. One, they can take full-time courses, which called nursing bridge program at some college. Through with the completion of this program, they can be entitled to transfer to the 3rd year of BSc and RN program at most university, or they can actually transfer to the university which has regular nursing program plus a bridge program as well. So if any students go into the program after completing practical nursing program, they will most likely spend 2.5 years to complete regular nursing program.
Wow, that's really specific information. So I believe it will help our student to understand how they can study practical nursing or how they can transfer to university after they finish the Fanshawe practical nursing program. And also, I believe some of the students, they already transferred to the university, but they already got permanent resident because the tuition fee is different. So if you have a plan to study nursing program, we also suggest you to study Fanshawe practical nursing program and get the full-time job. And after you get the permanent resident, you still can transfer to university to get the RN. Okay, so I think we can move on new program information. So I have a question to Hannah. What is the reason why Vietnam students are really wanted to take a Vietnam business program and hospitality program? Do you have any specific reason why Vietnam students really interested in business and hospitality?
Okay, I think it's the first reason is Vietnam is now the developing countries. So we receive a lot of investment from foreign countries like the OTA or JTI, or even some multicultural companies like Samsung. Yeah, they also have a factory here in Vietnam and other big company as well. So that's why many students are interested in business program. They have lots of job opportunity after graduation. And the second reason is I think it's a culture. In Vietnam, we have a lot of just like family business. So each family, they have their own business. So the parent want their children to inherit from the family business and develop it. That's why they choose the program like business administration or marketing a lot. And we also when I was taught just like the entrepreneurship or the startup here very popular. So in the coffee shop, like when you visit Vietnam, Jay, the beauty shop or the coffee shop like Phúc Long or the alley, you can see the small group of the student or the young graduates. They just want to do something in a small group. So yeah, that's why. Yeah, I think the startup spirit for Vietnamese students is very high. So that's why that program business is very popular here in Vietnam. And for hospitality program, Vietnam has a lot of beautiful beach, and we for the nature, I think it's very beautiful, and we have lots of advantages regarding nature. So lots of big hospitality like Houston or Holiday Inn, they also invest in Vietnam, and yeah, and that's why the student invested in hospitality as well.
All right, so that's the reason why Vietnam student really wanted to study business and hospitality program. Okay, so in Korea students, before Korea students are going to apply our school and program, they already search a lot of information, and most information they are looking for getting full-time job. So they are usually searching job opportunity, and also they some of the still many Korean students know how to find the NOC code because we are really interested in applying permanent resident. So if the program is an NOC under B or higher than NOC B, they choose the program and study. So technically, our Korean students are usually applied mostly aviation program. We have a many different aviation program, but most students are applying 2-year aircraft maintenance and 2-year avionics, and also it start to apply commercial pilot program. And some of students are applying 3-year advanced diploma aviation program because Korean students believe there are a lot of job opportunity under aviation program, which is correct. Even most Korean students already got a full-time job after they finish Fanshawe aviation program that it already delivered the information in South Korea. So most education partners and students, they try to promote our aviation program, our social network. Then a lot of students are getting aviation program information. That is one of the reasons why Korean students are really interested in aviation program. So before getting more aviation students, Korean students also apply the module power program because the module power programs are really popular industry in South Korea. So they usually apply the module power, but after we start to accept aviation students, they change mind to apply aviation programs. So we don't have many Korean students in module power program, but I keep trying to promoting our module power because in Canada, a lot of people are having so many cars, right? Like one family, at least they have one car, but they have to keep fixing their car every year. So they also need to maintain their car too. So they need more engineers. So that is the reason why Module Power, they have a lot of job opportunity. And also compare automation requirements between aviation and module power. Module power requirements is a little bit easier because module power program doesn't require mathematics, but aviation require mathematics grade 12. So if the student doesn't have a good math skill, some of the students apply module power because they don't like studying mathematics again. And other programs always popular computer IT. Well, all of the people already knew in Canada, computer IT has a lot of job opportunity. So that is a reason Korean students are applying computer programming analysting and also cybersecurity and IWD, Internet Application and Web Development. So those three programs are really popular because there is a job in Canada. So other programs, early childhood education, and also we are getting more increasing number of Korean students in personal support worker. So maybe it will affect, career market because the Korean students also wanted to take a personal support worker because it helps students apply permanent resident and under caregiver student personal support worker and general college and developmental service worker, social service worker. So under human resource, human society program, Korean students apply those four programs too. And we don't have many students under hospitality, but some of the Korean students are applying special event planning, and banking program and culinary management. Those three programs are really popular, but we don't have many Korean students under postgraduate because even they already finished the university. I know some of other country students cannot do downgrade before processing study permit for Korean student can do. So that's why they don't want to study harder because they already have a university degree. So they wanted to find an easy way to finish the program to apply for 3-year PGWP. So that is one of the reasons why students wanted to apply 2-year diploma or 3-year advanced diploma instead of studying postgraduate program. But I'm still promoting postgraduate program too. So I also have a simple question for Jake. And maybe he also can provide how students can prepare to get the license after our aviation student finish our Fanshawe aviation program. And I think he also can tell us what kind of license they can get after they finish our aviation program. Jake?
Okay, yeah, I can answer your question. There are three types of license in aviation industry. One is called S, which means structure. And then the second one is E, which stands for electronics, electronics. And the last one is M, maintenance. So we have three types of programs at Fanshawe College. One is aircraft repair technician and aircraft maintenance engineering avionics. So those graduate from our program those graduate of our program can access that license. Now, before they get this license, they are required a certain amount of practice. It is called apprenticeship. So in Canada, if you're working in anything related to engineering or technical field, you must have a certain time of apprentice work before you write license exam. So for the aviation program, a student need to have 48 months of apprenticeship work before they write license exam. But through the college education, they can shorten this up to 30 months. So they can actually save 18 months through the education. But not only it's not only for the older student. Student with at least minimum 70% of the score from each course and also 95% of attendance will get the number from Transportation Canada. So the student with that accomplishment will get the graduation with a transportation license, Transportation Canada number. So with this number, it allowed the student could have only 30 months to practice before they write exam, licensing exam. So for avionics and maintenance, those are the popular program for some country students. So after they graduate this program with that accomplishment, they can they only require 30 months to write the license exam. Yeah. I hope this could be answered. Yes.
Okay. So,
But I
Jay,
would like to add just one more thing to what Jay told, because when it comes to choosing program, students always wonder, students always think, should I go with my interest or should I go with current immigration policy? So I would like to add about this based on my experience. So when it comes to study abroad, students usually choose some program which they can find easily, such as business and hospitality. I'm not saying that it's incorrect choice, but I hope student could see other options at the different point of view, from the different point of view, because when many students final goal, I shouldn't say the final dream, but most students final goal is to become it's to live in Canada for a long time after their graduation, and then the life will become the real after they become PR or after they have a status. Then which means student need to make some money. Now the student needs to earn money to support their life here. But through the business, through the hospitality, this is because it is easy to access. It is hard to earn more money. I shouldn't say that you cannot make money. But what I'm saying is that what I'm trying to explain is the different structure of jobs. So, for example, for business, salary usually goes with job title. So unless you get promoted, you will get a small amount of increase every year. So it will take a lot of time before you reach certain amount of money so that you could support your life or your family. But for the trade or like an engineer or technician program, it's not that it might be the same at first, but as long as your skills are matured or as long as you have advanced skills, your salary will go higher, so that you can have enough, not enough. I shouldn't say that. You can support your family, or I'm not saying that money is everything, but money is not a bad thing, especially if you're trying to start your new life in Canada, right? So with the money, you could at least have the freedom to choose something when you have new life here. So I hope a student could choose more options before you apply for a certain program. So because through the consultation with your agent, through the consultation with us, we'll give you more options. So take it seriously and then take it consideration to become successful for your new life in Canada.
oh, I think that is a really good point before choosing the program. That I get asked some questions to Hannah and Ina. So Ina, How Philippine students usually choose our program? Is it based on their education background, or they search some information how other Philippine student who already success in Canada, who got a permanent resident, who got a full-time job? How they usually choose our program?
Well, most of them, if they are into business, they usually go to PG programs because they have degrees already. I think it's also the reason why they prefer PG programs is because they have a degree and they have a number of work experience already, and they want to continue that in Canada. But for example, for we also have several programs that are offered with in a same line, like for example the hotel and the HM8, the hospitality and hotel resort service management. Some of the students from the Philippines would like to go into this kind of field. If they don't have any experience, I would recommend them to take the post-secondary program. But if you have a degree and a work experience in working in a hotel or any um, or in that related field, I would recommend you to take the postgraduate program that we have, which is also 2 years. So we try to provide options for each program that is both post-secondary and also for postgraduate. And then the other thing for health science programs, I think the most popular one would be personal support worker, because of I think the idea as well of the caregiving stream, that it's easier for PR. So a lot of our students are taking that into consideration, then pursuing a diploma or even practicing nursing in Canada. So they would prefer to do the PSW, and they try to partner it with gerontology program. So there.
Okay. What
It,
about? Oh, okay,
uh,
Jake, you can add something.
can I ask? Can I share my experience with students from Philippines? Because I guess the popular program for the Filipino students is something related to caregiver, so that they could reach their final goal, right? But sometimes I feel, well, uh, awkward that some students choose that program to become PR, because I understand that through previous experience from somebody, so and then they are looking for something for sure, so that they can earn their dream, they can achieve their dream after through this education. But previously, I met a couple of students from Philippines, and both students had university education in the Philippines, and then they have more than 5 year work experience in IT industry. So those are the programmers, and then they choose personal software worker. So I asked them why you choose personal software worker, and then students told me that people they knew or people they heard from their acquaintances said that that is the best way to become
For
PR.
PR.
Yeah, but although I mean for them, I mean basically in Canada, technically needs immigrants. So as long as you have a certain level, certain years of work experience plus certain level of skilled work, so you can there might be, I I'm not registered immigration consultant, so I cannot really say that, but there gotta be more options for students to become successful, because those students said that after they become PR, and they will come back to the college to take IT program, but think about the money they're going to spend and think about the times they're going to spend. So it's not really. I mean, to me, I was thinking that it was just a waste of time. So, so that is the basically the reason that we exist and the agent exist. So please try to use resources before you choose the program so that you don't need to waste of your time or waste of your money.
Yeah, I think Jake, that's really a good point. I have a lot of inquiries about PSW, and I think PSW is one of the first programs that will be closed for every intake, and
Right.
a lot of them are coming from the Philippines. So if they have any health related background, it can be a good pathway or a good program for them. But if you are an accountant and you want to do a PSW program just because you want to get PR, it's not a good choice. First thing, help PSW is only a 1 year program. It's a 1 year certificate, so most likely you should have the fundamentals and you should have the knowledge about health science already before pursuing that program. And also, if you finish the program, the PSW, and you go and apply for a job, most likely your CV will be blank because you don't have any experience in working with patients and things like that. So you might not get hired. Or of course, those with PSW that are PSW graduates with a previous nursing background might get the job than you. So you don't need to put your background in the trash just because you want to pursue this program for PR, but take it into consideration. So I'm very meticulous when some students would ask me, I like the PSW program. Okay, let me see your CV so that I can check if the program is really fit for you. So yeah, I think it's a heads up for all of the students, not only for the Philippines but for other markets as well.
Right. What about Hannah? How Vienna students use one of our programs from our education partners, where they also find information on social network, social media, how our Vietnam students use our program.
In terms of making the decision for the program, I can divide them into three types. The first type is, I think they just like the others, they care about the PR opportunity. So they will choose popular program, the easy ones to get a PR. But to be honest, during 10 year experience for consultation for student, I still see them, the student, they don't have any clear division or the pathway for them. Just choose the popular one. But I always tell students that, okay, the popular program may be popular here, but not for another 2 years or 3 years after you graduate. So you have to make sure that you really want to do it, because people say that love what you do, right? So just consider carefully if you can study that program or work in that industry or not. Like Ina mentioned, PCWB or practical nursing, maybe popular at the moment. But some students, they can't study that. I can tell them your background, none, and your health condition, none. So how can you study that program well? Yeah, that's the first type of student. The second one is they just depend on the family, the parents. If parent wants them to study business or hospitality, so they just study, don't have any any pathway or the future goal or something. And for Vietnam, um, we don't have much the program regarding um, like future, just like the future instruction, expectation from the student. The high school student, they had to study a lot. For high school student in Vietnam, they had to study around 12 to 13 subjects. Just general, we had to study everything. Uh, yeah, so they just study and don't have any clear division. So just depend on the family. The parents tell them, okay, go. And the last type is very just a few, and they really know what they want to study, and they spend a lot of time to research. I talked to some students recently. They research information from the network. Yeah, they go to some education group, some student group to ask about the program, review about some colleges, and they compare each college and program. So I think it's good, and I hope that the lifetime student will increase more and more to help them have a better future. Just 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 not study for nothing.
Okay. So I think we already share most experience, our experience, why our each country students have a different interest and different goal. But what I can suggest to all of our students before applying Fanshawe or choosing one of the program, I really recommend you to check more program detailed information. So you also have to think about Jake also provide a sorry good good example. Student had an IT background and had a more work experience on their IT, but apply for a personal support worker. So you also have to think about who will apply personal support worker program. We have a lot of registered nurse, Philippine student who will take a personal support worker. They have a more education background than IT student. So when you guys are studying, I believe registered nurse student will have a higher GPA and also company, I believe they are more interested in our registered nurse background student than IT background. So you also have to think about who will apply this program. And IT program is also one of the good program at Fanshawe that you still can apply and study. And after you finish your program, there are a lot of job opportunity. And also what I suggest, I really don't like our students to follow someone's social media or suggestion because that is your life. They will not respond to your life. What if you will not get a job after you finish or after you choose the program which is the same as someone already finished or got a full-time job? They already took your job. So you better to build your specific skills, special skill, and improve your knowledge, then you can success in Canada. Canada is not our country yet, but you wanted to apply permanent resident or get a full-time job to have a more work experience. After you have a work experience, you might go back to your country and apply one of the full-time job. So I really recommend you to make a plan ABC at least. At least you have a one goal, but if you wanted to approach your goal, you also have to have a different plan. Our life is not easy. So if you are going to approach your goal in the one plan, that's a perfect life. But I never seen who just approach the goal with a one plan. So I really suggest you to make at least a three different plan. What if you cannot go on plan A, you might use plan B and plan C and go back to plan A and move back to plan B. And one day you will approach your goal. So please talk with our recruiters. Our job is providing right information and provide a right program for all of our Fanshawe potential students or who are interested in studying at Fanshawe. So feel free to contact us. Don't be sorry. We are willing to talk with you and we are happy to answer all of your questions. So don't feel bad. Anytime you can contact us and we will answer you the best answer for you guys. Okay. So please just think about what you wanted to be in Canada, what you want to be in your life, and what kind of job you wanted to get. And there are a lot of different way or a lot of chance, or who knows, immigration policy might be changed in during your study. So I really suggest you to choose the right program which you really like, which you really wanted to study in Canada, then it will help you to get a full-time job. And also Fanshawe College is always ready to support the international student to find a job. We have a great career service center, and anytime you can contact career service center, then they will provide how you can prepare getting full-time job. And also we have Fanshawe Works workshop every intake. So feel free to join our Fanshawe Works workshop. And I believe we will deliver online for the September intake student. And please register whenever you receive the Fanshawe Works workshop information from Career Service Center or Fanshawe International Center. Okay, so please consider your program at least more than 3 times. And if you really wanted to take the program, ask us first, okay? And that is our job. That's why we are living in Philippines, Korea, Vietnam, and Canada. So I believe we have a different time zone that you can contact anytime, okay? Jake, would you want to add something, or Ina, Hannah, you guys wanted to add something?
Yes, before we wrap it up, I would like to say thank you for your time. And lastly, I just want to tell you just one thing. I mean, when you consider taking program, the programs basically exist all colleges across the country, across the province. But the difference, what makes us difference is basically the quality of service, the support that we're trying to make you successful in this country, so that you could get to your final plan or stick to your plan. So that's the thing that that you can. That's the thing that we could be Fanshawe could be differentiate from the differentiate. Yes. So take look at these services first, and then choose the program next, so that your first step to start your new life, Canada, would lead you to be successful in this new country. Thank you.
Okay, Ina.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. It's almost an hour since we started, but I hope you guys got good information about the programs and also some tips on how to choose a program. But if you are already decided of Fanshawe College and you have a program in mind already, please feel free to check out our website. Our website has an overview of the program, what are the career options for you after you finish, and also the certificates or the licensure exams that you can take upon completion of the program, and even the course specific, like for example the subjects that you will be taking each semester, and also the tuition fee. It's already there in our website. So if you can consult with us, we'll provide you that information. But if you want to do your own research, you are free to check our website.
Huh?
Okay, thank you for your time today, and I hope the topic today to help you had a better instruction how to do the program for your future. And for students who still lost in deciding which program you will study, I suggest you go to our website. We have a study pathfinder in the website, and it can help you a little bit to define which type of uh, person you are, and you can choose the suitable program for you.
All right. Okay. So I think we're gonna finish Friday Fanshawe Q&A section today. But don't forget, Fanshawe College, we have more than 200 programs for international students, and we are ready to support you. So next week, we will also have a Friday Fanshawe Q&A section. So feel free to join next Friday if you have time. It's free, and we will bring more funny topic or unique topic for you guys. I hope you will have a great Friday and have a great weekend with your friends and family. And see you next Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye.